Casey's Audio Vault.
Keith Nelson from Buckcherry.
July 28th, 2010. Keith, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Where are you phoning from?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Ah, what brings you through that city?
Rock and roll.
That leads the way everywhere you go.
It's the only reason to travel, in my opinion.
So you got a show there tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you're pretty close to Winnipeg. You're getting very near to MTS Rock and Range, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're looking forward to hearing some new tunes from Buckcherry.
Oh, yeah. You know, we're going to be playing a few songs off of the new record and all of the old favorites. We're going to have some fun, man. We love the Canadian audience. It's unreal. It's unlike any other audience in the world.
Do we just get more involved, more boisterous, more lovely ladies?
And you drink more beer than anybody else on the planet.
And our beer is stronger than most American beers as well.
That's right. It adds up to a good time.
So the new album is out on Tuesday. The title track, All Night Long, doing very well so far. Did you know that would be the first single when it was coming together?
No. We kind of did all the songs, and we put the record together. I think we kind of had the record finished and still weren't sure what was going to be the name of the record or the first song, and that one just kind of reared its head, and there you have it. First single and the title of the record. Has
the process changed over the years, the way that Buckcherry writes and records?
The writing process is still pretty much the same, you know, but the recording process this time was a little bit different. We did the record at my studio at my house, so in past records, we've had to make the records very quickly because, you know, you're paying by the day and there isn't a lot of money to throw at making records. This time we made it at my house, so we could take as long as we wanted. So we approached it a little bit differently. Instead of writing for a few months and then going in and recording, we wrote and then recorded and then went back and wrote some more and really broke it up nice. It was a lot of fun.
So is it nice to actually be home? Buckcherry, a huge touring act. You probably don't darken that door very often.
We don't get home much, I got to tell you, so it was nice. We were home from December to the beginning of June, which is pretty much the longest I've been home in the last 5 years.
Does it take a little while to get adjusted to home life?
Unfortunately, it does, you know, as much as, you know, we have families back there and we try to get home as often as possible. We spend the majority of our time traveling on the road, you know, playing rock shows.
With the new album, does All Night Long pretty much a rock anthem? Should we expect more rock anthems from the disc?
I think so. I mean, there's a song on there called "It's a Party." That's another. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's a party. It's a party. We've really focused on trying to make a really cool rock and roll record all the way through.
You get a little bit political with Our World. Was there anything specific that kind of sparked the writing of that one?
Well, at the time, there was nothing specific other than, you know, the fact that there's a lot of issues in the world, and I think that as we get older, you know, we're not immune to any of that stuff, even though we're entertainers. It affects everybody. So we wrote the song, and then unfortunately the timing with the oil spill in the Gulf here prompted us to go in and redo some of the lyrics in one of the verses and use it to raise some awareness for the aid of the people that have been affected by it. So, you know, we don't get too political. We don't tell you how to vote, but it was an opportunity for us to get involved, so we took it.
How do you feel the way BP has handled it? It took them, what was it, 80, 89, almost 90 days for them to actually cap it?
You know, just from the beginning, you have to look at how, I don't want to get too much into the conspiracy theory of the whole thing, but who knows how we're getting the information about what's going on down there and how much truth we're actually getting. I don't know. I just know that there's a bunch of oil down there, there's a bunch of wildlife that's been injured, and there's a bunch of people that are out of jobs, and, you know, we got to do what we can to help them out.
Well, I had a huge Buckcherry fan call the station last week, and she was saying she used some of Josh's lyrics for her wedding vows, and then she ended up getting them tattooed on her arm. Have you come across many Buckcherry tattoos in your journeys?
You know what? Actually, there's a growing number of them. It's pretty crazy. Everything from album covers, black butterflies, our signatures. It's very flattering, you know, that people are into the band that much. You know, we owe it to them to go out and give them a great show every night.
Do you have any band tattoos?
I have a Rolling Stones tattoo, lips and the lips logo.
How about any new ones? Have you been inked lately?
I haven't. I think the more I get tattooed, the more of a chicken I am.
Are you running out of space yet?
Well, more of me is tattooed than isn't tattooed, I'll say that.
Do you have any secret tattoos? Any ones you don't talk about? You don't have to say it.
Yes.
That'll just conjure images in the listeners' minds then.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for calling the Power Drive. I appreciate hearing from you. And like I said, new Buckcherry album out on Tuesday, and next Saturday we will see you at the stadium here in Winnipeg for Rock on the Range.
Man, we're looking forward to it. Winnipeg is our favorite place in the world.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.